I was very lucky in the sense of, being born in the right place, the right set of parents, privilege and all that kind of stuff. But I think also there's an informational advantage that people have today that they didn't back in the day. It's
100%.
like today, if you think you want to be a whatever, you can just Google it and someone will have made a day in the life of a whatever video.
Yeah.
And you can literally see the YouTube channels of F1 drivers and see what they're up to day today. And you think, that's interesting. Or you can listen to them on a 3-hour-long podcast where they literally break down their entire journey.
Yeah.
So I think that's like, one of the really cool things. And in a way, like I've spoken to a lot of people recently who feel that, again, to your point, the university industrial complex takes in all of these like varied and interesting individuals and spits them out to become an identical automaton going to consulting or whatever other, accounting or whatever, obviously consultants and accountants, all good, just using that as an example.
I mean, for you to switch from being in medicine to what you're doing now, I mean, that must have been a very brave move.
I think once the business started to do well, it felt less like bravery and more like common sense. And the tide was already slowly starting to turn. And that maybe in my year, 5% of people were like, I don't really want to do medicine. These days, I speak to medical students and they're like, 30% of my year group, they realize they don't want to do medicine. So it seems like, again, I think with the availability of information and like social media, the internet, etc., people are realizing that the path that they are set on at the age of 16, at least in the UK, where you start choosing your A levels and stuff, is not necessarily the path you have to continue following for the rest of your life.
But 10 years ago, if you'd become a doctor, you'd have done that till the day you retired.
Yeah, probably. And there were very few examples of like, people starting inventing a surgical equipment or something like that. That's what I imagined